Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Airguns and Coffee Talks with Airguns Ryder. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. You guys, go grab you a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage and meet me on the other side. So today, guys, we cover a classic, or what has been a classic. What we're covering today is the Red Ryder Carbine by Daisy. So this is the Daisy Red Ryder. It's a maximum velocity, 350 FPS, lever cocking rifle. So if you know about this gun, you know. Guys, this is the gun when I was a kid. I always wanted. I didn't have this particular one. The one I had was like the Daisy 1105 style BB rifle. If you know anything about that, you know that it fit through the top where you put your BBs, and it had a hole for the oil, and you kept that thing oiled, and you had a lot of fun with that. So you'd go to your local Kmart or some type of store, and you'd get some BBs, and the BBs would come in like milk cartons. I think they still produce those. So yeah, and so this was it. So my friend had this one. I had the other one. We used to spend a lot of time just shooting bottle caps and shooting bottles and just target shooting different items and things as a youth. I was about nine years old when I got my first one. So yeah, so guys, give me a second and I'll be right back. We'll go over the rifle and we see what it brings. So if you're new to my channel, I appreciate you coming by. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Anything you can do will help my channel. Thank you for those who have subscribed to my channel. I will always appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming back and just spending some time with me. So yeah, this is the Daisy Red Ryder. So reason why I'm going over this one today is because, one, it's nostalgic, classic, and two, it was what I had, where I had inspired myself when I was younger to this collecting of air guns. So if you know my story about my channel, those of you who have come to watch me, you know that when I first started my channel, I talked about, in my later years, not too long ago, having a neighbor. I was in his backyard and he came out and he had a pistol. So I thought that it was unusual because my neighbor worked a job that was based on law enforcement. So I didn't think, that he would not have guns and those types of things. So he had this gun in his bag. He pulled that gun out, and that particular gun, I later found out, was this particular BB gun. So this is the XBG by Umarex, I believe. And what you'll find with this gun is that if you back a ways, and I was probably about maybe 5 feet from him when he was sitting in his chair. He didn't show me the front of the pistol. This one is not loaded, but it looked like it was a real gun. And I had no reason to expect him not to have one because I know he was law enforcement. So what surprised me was when he turned away from me, and he shot into the yard. We had a target that was out in the yard, and he shot it, and I was like, wow, that's a BB gun. That's what BB guns look like these days. So I didn't know it. If you know, I already talked about this on my channel. So this is the one. This is the one that brought me back to my childhood resources of the enjoyment of collecting air guns. So when he showed me this one and I looked at it, I was hooked. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get me one of those. And so, as I told you in one of my other episodes, I did. So I went to my local store, and this is the one they had on the shelf. I actually chose another one. I can't remember what that model was, but before the worker at the store could put it on the counter for me to pay for it, I had second thoughts, and I'm glad I did. So this is the one I found. So this is the Walther PPKS, also by Umarex, and it is the first rebirth of my collecting. So this is the very first air gun I purchased since I was a boy. So I already talked about specifics. You can go see one of my videos on it, but you'll know the reason why if you ever have one of these. It's a BB gun, so yeah, it's nice. So anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand. So the Daisy Red Ryder BB gun, it's a lever cocking. I remember these as a boy. Now this one here, I'm not certain because it could have been the same. So like I said, my friend had one and I had the other style. I remember this being metal, which it is on this one. I thought maybe the lever might have been metal, but you know, I don't know if you guys know. And the trigger is plastic, but it's well constructed and it's made by a very good company. And I've been, when I was a kid, my folks lived down in the South, and I remember traveling. We passed through Rogers, Arkansas, and they had a plant there. So it was a place where they made the BB guns. So yeah. So this is all wood, and I believe it's real. This is real wood. So it feels nice. It looks pretty nice. I don't think it's bad. This one has a leather strap on the end with the strap holder. One of the things I like about this particular gun is that, you know, they take the time to put pertinent information on it, especially when it comes to what to do. If you see that, tells you what to do, put it on safety, feed BBs, etc., etc. And then they come down here, and most air guns have warnings, but let's see, if I can get it to focus. Yeah, this one here has a warning on it, and it tells you what it will do, and it's stamped pretty well, and it gives you the use by the age and everything. And I'll tell you guys in my videos about air guns, BB guns, air guns, pellet guns, even airsoft guns. I collect those as well. You know, always be careful. Always wear yourself some eye pro and even some ear pro if you're like me, where I'm getting older, you start to lose your hearing. You don't want to, but especially the eye pro, because BBs ricochet and they'll come back at you, and don't think that they won't, because they will. It just depends on what you strike, and they bounce, especially steel BBs. And so yeah, pellets not so much, depending on if you're striking metal but they can bounce back as well. So always have that eye pro on, etc. So these guns, you know, they were plinkers back then. For me, they're plinkers now. So this one is my primary plinker gun. I like to use it outside when I'm just sitting there and I'm sipping on my coffee, listening to my music, and I'm spending some time to myself. And I'm shooting like things like toys and bottle caps or bottles, just those types of things. They have spinners, and I have a few of those types of targets. And like, you know, I make my targets and other things as well, paper targets and stuff. So I'm featuring this one. I'm going to take it out and we're going to go ahead and shoot it and post a video on it. I may just link this one with that one before I post it. I don't know, but stay tuned for it. And you'll see how it operates and such. So yeah, this is, you know, it's a long time coming. When I was younger, and they're pretty reasonable price. They don't cost you a whole lot, but they definitely will be a favorite one if you decide to go and purchase yourself one. You know, I don't think it will disappoint you. So some of the things that it also has on it is, here's some of the see, like, this is how the old one had too. See that hole right there? See that hole says oil. So, you know, if you're shooting it, put yourself a little silicone oil in there to keep it maintenance and everything. This here is where you load it. I like these guns and the features because I remember we used to load them from the top. These have side openings where you're loading them here now. And yeah. You can see the barrel. It looks like the addition of the barrel in there where the BB comes out. So yeah, I use the copperhead BBs in this one, but you can use the silver colored ones if you want to. It just depends. They got all kinds of BBs now you can buy that I don't remember having when I was a kid, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, so I'm missing one of the most favorite parts is the engraving. Can you see that? Red Ryder has the cowboy and the lasso. Yeah. So yeah, I like that. I like the way they did that on there as well. So guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I appreciate you coming by, spending some time with me, and more videos to come. You know, we're just getting started. My channel is growing, and so as I grow, I'll continue to feature air guns and things. You know, I'm an Airguns raider, so you know these are raids that I've done. I have an extensive collection. I'm now close to almost 70 BB pellet and airsoft type guns, and you'll see some of them rotate in. It just depends. I've been making these YouTube shorts that I enjoy making, and I've been talking about them lately in my videos. You know, they allow you to be as creative as possible, and it's for your enjoyment as well. I'll go back and I'll look at some of my shorts, and some of them I remember, some of them I don't, and some of them make me smile. And it's a creative venue for me to showcase my airgun collection. It's also a place to just show some of my creativity. Quite frankly, I'm a creative type individual, and I'll show some creative things that I'm doing on this channel for Airguns. You know, I make I make these holsters out of shoes. So this is a gun holster, air gun holster that I make, and I make them out of shoes. So I'll take old pair of leather or suede shoes. This one is like suede-ish. I think it was a pair of tennis shoes that was like that. And I'll make some like this. This is all leather. So, you know, it's rudimentary. It's not anything that's all that detailed like the leathersmith. You guys forgive me for botching up your trade, but I watched some of the videos based on how to make these things from them, and I put my twist on them just for the air guns that I do have, because I like to pull from a holster. I like to practice my shooting. I just like to do a lot of things like that. So those are some of the creative things. You already know that I make targets as well. So look forward to those things and everything. So guys, you know, as I wrap up, and I always say to you guys, I am out. Don't forget to hit that notification button, the like button, and the share with a friend. And I'll appreciate you guys until the next time I see you. This is Airguns Ryder. Enjoy your day.